What's happening? Am I streaming? Am I streaming now? I thought I was streaming, and it turns out I was streaming on the wrong stream. Am I streaming? Oh god, I can't see. I can't see. Oh god. I knew this would happen one day. I knew this would happen. Oh god. Oh, cheese and crackers. Here I was streaming. I was streaming! I was streaming for the past 5 minutes. I was streaming and it was on a private stream. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. What the heck? Oh, and I was like, why isn't my chat showing up on screen? It's still not showing up on screen, which is quite strange. Oh, there it is. Now it's showing up on screen. I was on time. Oh, also, 1 second. 1 second. One second. I was on time. Gosh darn it. Okay, whatever. We didn't miss anything. I just started the, you know, we did the whole intro thing. And I started the stream and I was like, huh, why isn't chat showing up? I can see people chatting, but it's not showing up on stream. And then I looked and I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I realized I was streaming to a private stream. Anyways. See, if I was still using Streamlabs OBS, this wouldn't happen. Just saying. Anyways. So, I'm gonna first give you guys an update. I had so many concurrent viewers before I realized everyone was waiting. Everyone was waiting. And then I wasn't streaming and then they left. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna give you an update on what I've worked on so far. I'm not gonna show you Muppet Lua's head because that's a surprise. And also, it's sitting in hair rollers right now and I don't want to disturb it. I don't want to disturb her. She likes her beauty glam time, okay? So we can't. You do not want to make Muppet Lua mad. Nope. Anyways, so let's look at her limbs. Let's look at Muppet Lua's limbs. So, first of all, I finished her leg. Well, finished is a strong word. We're actually gonna be doing a little bit more work on this. And this is what I was sewing the other day when I forgot to stream and was 10 minutes late. Not unlike today, but different, extremely different than today. Because the way I put this on is this just very delicate hand stitching that you do in a special way so that it's totally hidden. And that's what we're going to be doing today. But also, I want to do some cleanup here. I want to fold this thing here in so that it doesn't look so ugly. But also, I mean, look how cool this boot is. Look how cool this boot is. I did a good job on this, I think. Look at that, it's got a heel and everything. I did a good job. She could stand. She could support herself. She's a strong, independent Muppet who don't need no Muppeteer. She's got a knee. And all that. Damn. Impressive. And also, I mean, here's the knee here. See? That's the... Oh, I forgot that there's like that little black part. Oh, I forgot there's a black... I forgot what my own self looks like. I forgot there was a black toes on it. How did I forget? Whatever. Muppet Lua's gonna be cool and different. Throwing it across the room. I just threw it across the room. The other thing I just did this morning, literally just finished and actually needs a lot of work on it, is I added these gloves because obviously I have gloves. See? I added these gloves. Also, let me put my work uniform on 1 second. There we go. See, I have an apron on, but no one ever sees it. Isn't that cute? Anyways, so I have these gloves. which also need the same treatment as far as turning this in. To make it look really nice and fancy. But also, I didn't leave room for the arm rod. Where's my arm rod? Oh! I accidentally hit my stream deck. That was a lot going on all at once. Okay, an arm rod, which is to control the arm. You hold this base, and then this part is connected to the arm, and then you can... But I didn't leave a hole for it. There's a hole in the hand. There's a little pocket in the hand, but I didn't leave a hole for it in the glove. So we need to do that. By the way, this is what... Yes, I am using Muppet fleece. Also called Antron fleece, also called nylon fleece. I think those are actually technically two different things, but I'm using nylon fleece technically. Actually, I got this blue fleece from a site called Puppet Pelts, which is a little bit overpriced, to be honest. But there's not really a lot of places you can get this special Muppet fleece because it's literally only made to make puppets with. So, and actually Jim Henson designed it and had it specially made for himself. And ever since then, it's just been like people trying to imitate that. And there's only now, I think there's only one factory left that even makes this stuff. I mean, even at the height of it, there's only 2 factories that made it. So, but yes, I am using Muppet fleece. And what makes Muppet fleece different is that it's like regular fleece, which is like what they make baby blankets and stuff out of. Except that, so like one side is like fabric, like knit fabric. And then the other side is just like this very soft felted fibers. Very, 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 very soft. I mean, just like a baby blanket, right? Except that the felted fibers are like super thick. There's like a ton of them. So that when I sew it up, like here, like maybe we'll spend some time erasing this seam right here. You can basically erase it. Where's my pin? You just take a pin and you sort of rustle up the fibers from out of the seam. So I've been working on my technique for this. I'm still not particularly good. But you just sort of rake it back and forth and pull the fibers up. And then just sort of try to lay them back down in a way that's inconspicuous. And that's the hard part. The laying them back down. But just sort of raking it across like this and maybe back over the same way. And now it's a little bit harder to see that seam, right? And actually I already did that on the back of this leg here. See how you can like barely see this seam at all? It's because I did a really good job hiding the seam right here. And on camera, really, you don't see it that well. Anyways, even if you do a pretty bad job at pulling up the fibers and stuff. Oh, I did pretty good. Here, let's just finish this off. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, it's really hard to hold the pin. There we go. Shaking the whole table. Kind of just raking it across, rake it in all different kinds of directions, try to felt the pieces together. Just sort of lay it down. There you go. That seam is gone now. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit, but it's pretty much gone, right? Yeah, so that's the process. So we did do a bit of hand sewing. The question is how difficult of hand sewing do I want to do right now? Oh, and I can't show you the body because the body is what I was working on right before this stream, and it's still glued. Like I just glued it, and the glue is super, super toxic. And I sort of maybe spent a little bit too much time with the toxic fumes today. So I'm trying to not keep that on the minimum. Okay, I've been getting really like sore parts on my hand, and I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure whether they're calluses from from sewing, from like cutting things, or if they're chemical burns. I really need to start using gloves when I glue stuff. I don't normally wear gloves, but I think I'm gonna start. I think now I'm gonna wear gloves. It's on me. I'll admit that. That is 100% on me. That's on my bib. Anyways. Oh, I threw the Buddha across the room. 1 second. Okay. So, the really annoying part about sewing this pattern on is that I have to, first of all, I had to cut out these tiny little beans. Oh, I also have to seam rip this, but Pepsi's coming back to bite. Then I cut out these tiny little beans, these tiny little toe beans. And then I have to very carefully like place them and then use this very fine tip fancy pantsy marker to draw like where it's gonna be, and then very carefully cut it out, and then very carefully place. It's just very tedious. It's just super scooper tedious. And also I have to seam rip this because I did not mean to sew it together. Okay, half of sewing is just knowing how to. Oh, that got stuck. Oh yeah, oh god, they all got stuck on my hands. Oh. I can't even find the seam to seam rip it. Oh no, the Antron fleece is doing too good a job, or the nylon fleece, or whatever. And this specific sewing technique where I like sew this on so that you can't even see it, any bumps or seams or whatever, I learned that from a YouTube channel called Swazzle Productions, which is an absolutely fantastic Muppet building YouTube channel, which I've really been loving recently because Adam Krudinger also makes fantastic Muppet tutorials or puppet tutorials and stuff, but he just doesn't make as many tutorials anymore. Most of his tutorials are kind of old. But Swazzle like continues to make new content. And also he does things a little bit differently. So I like to see all my options, see what everyone does, all the different techniques at my disposal, and then like figure out what works best in the situation that I'm doing, or maybe I can modify whatever they're doing and make it even better for what I'm doing. I'm still very bad at patterning. It's something I'm trying to get better at. Like patterning clothes I'm very good at, but I do it from a very technical perspective. Here's the measurements of my shoulders and bust and whatever, and you work from there and sort of create a human shape out of it. But like, for instance, these boots, or like doing these strange random shapes, these 3D shapes, that's what I need to start getting better at patterning. And apparently what Adam Krudinger does is a fantastic method, but I just don't know if I have it at my disposal. What he does is he sculpts it, like just in miniature. And then he puts tape all around it, which is the tape part is a pretty normal method for if you want to, like, for instance, I'm just talking at a million miles a minute now, because I'm talking about making stuff. Yeah, my favorite thing in the world. Anyways, so what I did to pattern this shoe is I took painter's tape, I covered the whole thing with painter's tape, and then you cut the painter's tape off, and you can like lay the painter's tape down in a way that they're like kind of flat. And then those are your pattern pieces, right? So that's how I created these two pieces for the boot. Well, you can basically do that with anything. So what they do is they sculpt, for instance, a head shape that they want to make. And then they cover it with painter's tape. They cut the painter's tape off, and then there's their pattern, basically. But then, because they made it in miniature, they take it to Kinko's or whatever exists. Does Kinko's even exist? Kinko's doesn't exist anymore, does it? I don't think Kinko's exists anymore. I think it's called FedEx Express. Well, whatever. They take it to Kinko's. And they like, he like puts it on the scanner and he like blows it up like 400% or whatever. But one, I don't have any sculpting clay. Two, I hate going to FedEx Express. I hate going to those places because the people are so unkind and so unhelpful, and I always end up wasting money doing it incorrectly the first 4 times. So I hate going to those places. Also, it's in public. I don't like leaving my house if I can help it. Unless it's go to Joann's. I need to go to Joann's, actually. I think was it more felt I needed? What did I need? I needed something from Joann's. But I'm excited to go back to— oh, foam! I'm almost out of puppet foam and I need more foam. And it's honestly way cheaper for me to just go to like an upholstery store and buy foam, but I'm, again, hate talking to people, hate talking to the public. Thank you! I think they're pretty cute. I think they turned out good. I need to do again, which is like another— I think this took— just sewing this on took probably like 2 hours. Probably more than that if you include like cutting these out. And then this is all just hot glued on. Just like a hard hot glued felt. There. I hate seam ripping stuff. But it's like half of my sewing time because I make so many mistakes. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, why am I so diligent and like sewing knots at the end of my seams like a proper seamstress? How dare I? There. Bah! There we go. Okay. Now we have access. And it needs to be on the L side. Which is this one. And it just pop these here. Oh boy. Middle. Oh. Uh-oh. Why is my... Uh-oh. Now, someone tell me why my phone doesn't charge when it's plugged into my computer. Can someone explain that to me? Shouldn't it charge? So I might lose my camera. I might lose my Life 2D self at some point here, but oh well. Guten Morgen! Oh my god, speaking of Guten Morgen, I just watched that clip of Ame playing Super Mario Sunshine. And she's like, someone told me that going to the bathroom in Germany, the bathrooms are called Poopenfarten. Is the phone connected to a low watt charger? It's connected to my computer. It's connected to a USB 3 port on my computer. Poopenfarten. Yeah, well, real me got some tall boots. Whoop. See? They're from, they're based on a real life boot from, Phantasmica? Whatever. There's a company that makes boots for, costuming. Poopenfarten. Oh, can you please direct me to the Poopenfarten? Thank you. Some of my favorite videos on the internet. Before Flula, if you don't like Flula, who's like a musician / comedian. He's pretty famous now. He was like in Pitch Perfect and stuff. But before that, he was just a YouTuber. And some of my favorite videos of his was he just like gets in his car and he just like, I don't know if he's pretending or he's just doing a bit or whatever, I don't know. But he would just be like, today, I can't do the accent, but he's like, today I heard a phrase. I heard someone call Jennifer a party pooper. Jennifer poops at parties. I poop at parties. But I close in the door so no one knows. Does she leave the door open so people nosens? Does she poop what people can see? I want to be at a party where Jennifer is pooping. Something like that. And I love these videos that Flula made where he's just like trying to piece together English idioms. Party pooper. But I closed the door so no one knows. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just putting little dots to tell me where I need to cut out. And I'm keeping these in the right orientation. So I don't forget which one goes where because each of these little toe beans is kind of slightly different. There we go. Put that there. Put that there, and then finally now I just fill in, like connect the dots. Well, can you see this? Oh, you can see that totally fine. Yeah, USB cable 2 or 3 will charge an iPhone or so. It's not a lot. I just assume yeah, I think VTube Studio is just being a little. You've been missing some primo content about Jennifer pooping at parties. Wow, what is wrong with these scissors? These scissors suck. Okay. So now when I cut this out, I'm not gonna fully cut it out to the edge because I want it to be nice and flush. So, and this fabric's super stretchy. So I don't need to be perfect or exact with any of this stuff. Actually, sorry, I was just thinking about, so the thing is, one of the other reasons why this Muppet fleece is so fantastic for making puppets is because, it's very, very forgiving. And what that means is you don't have to be perfectly exact with any of your measurements or the way you cut stuff out. And that's partly because it's so thick. And it's also partly because it's so stretchy. Stretchy fabric will always be pretty forgiving. And then the thickness, but the problem with spandex, which they make swimsuits out of, is that even though it's stretchy, you could see every little tiny bump underneath it. I mean, this is made of spandex, you can see the seams and stuff, right? So the fact that this is so thick means it covers up any of the bumps and imperfections underneath too. Interestingly, the other fabric that has this property, although it's usually not stretchy, is fur. Not real fur, but fake fur. And that's why puppets are always made of this, usually this, and then fur. Because it hides all the mistakes. It's as long as you kind of work with it correctly. And so interestingly, a lot of the people, oh, darn it, I need to find them right. I think it was this one. I think it was this way. Yeah, okay, there we go. A lot of people who are watching these puppet tutorials that I've been watching are actually fursuit makers. Because really, you do a lot of the same exact techniques. Because what is a fursuit but a giant puppet, right? Big Bird is a fursuiter. I need you to remember that. Big Bird is a furry. Okay? Don't you ever forget that. So anyways, where's the, oh, wait. So a lot of people who watch these puppeting tutorials are fursuit makers. And to be honest, I'm not a furry. I wouldn't consider myself a furry. I'm not a furry. I don't consume any furry content besides like Brand New Animal, that really great furry anime. And Beastars. I will avian. Is there an avian? What's the word for avian furries? Someone give me a furry tutorial. But anyways, I wouldn't consider myself a furry, but the like process of making a fursuit interests me so much. I love making stuff in general. I didn't have a particular affinity for puppets before I started doing this. It just, you know, I was just like, oh, that sounds like fun. Like it's like a challenge, or Adam Savage put it as adding another skill to your skill toolbox. I feel like it's the same way. I just wanted to try it. So I was wanting to do that, and I didn't. But this is like very similar, and I feel like it's scratched my fursuit itch. Okay, let's put a little beeswax on this bad boy, so it doesn't bunch up. And every new skill I learn just like adds to my. Oh, BNA is so good, right? They're called feathers? So yeah, anyways, every new like one of these hyperfixations that I have adds to my skill set, and you know, it builds and builds and builds. So the next time I do something weird like this, or I just randomly need to do something like this, you know, I can do it. I feel like in another timeline, I absolutely was a prop master, a prop maker. Absolutely. I think I'm so suited for it. It's kind of a shame that I didn't go into a field like that, but I guess there's always time. A lot of things are CG these days. I don't know. I would love to be a person. Is Adam Savage's Totoro costume a fursuit too? Of course. Of course. I've actually seen that fursuit in real life, by the way. I just called it I've seen that costume in real life, by the way. It goes on tour to like different cons. And I saw it and I took a picture with it. I think he's made a second version anyways, so he probably has a different, I think he has a different version in his own cave? What does he call it? He has a name for his workshop. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, so the way I'm sewing this is I'm not sewing it like all the way through the fabric like I normally do. Like you normally would with sewing. I'm just grabbing the fabric part of this fabric and leaving off all this soft stuff on the other side and just going through to that. Boop. So that the actual stitch doesn't show at all on the right side. Bam. This is... I know I always complain about doing this with gloves on, but it just is annoying. It's just annoying, you know? Because you train yourself to work a very specific way with a very specific amount of tactile sensation and a very specific amount of friction on your hands. And it's all messed up. Anyways, yeah, well, I mean, I'm an only child, so I've always had to entertain myself. When I was a little kid, I did stuff like rock carving. I did a lot of weaving, actually. I used to make so many looms by hammering nails into boards, and then you can just like take the yarn and like go across and then start weaving. I did a lot of weaving. Anyways, and a lot of just like knitting, crocheting. I started doing sewing cosplay when I was like 12, and my dad is an engineer, so I always did like technology kind of stuff. He got me like one of those like Lego robot kits when I was a kid. Although, funny story is that despite all of that, I didn't start programming until I went to college. Like properly programming. I think the most I did was RPG Maker, which is literally what I do as my job now. So, of all the things I could have chosen, chose the literally one of the very few things I have almost no experience in. But yeah, I mean, I just, you know, even as a kid, I found like when Adam Savage started Tested, I remember I was in school and he was like putting out an ad for like people to like join Tested before it existed. And I was like, that is literally my dream job. I want to work at Tested. And that's still true. That's still true. If someone walked up to me and said, if you quit your job right now, you can come work at Tested, I would do it. 10,000% I would do it. Absolutely. Just making stuff all day. Oh my god. Although I think most of the crew at Tested are mostly video production people, which of course I obviously have some experience in, but I want to be a fabricator. That's all I want to do all day is make stuff. But I think there's always something kind of important about making what you're passionate about not your job. Because as soon as it's your job, it's a job, you know? Tested seems awesome. The fact that I don't have a Tested premium membership is actually so strange. I really need to get one. I should do that. Because even nowadays, even with all the VTubers and stuff I watch, there's a lot of times where I'm like, I want to like sit here and do this exact kind of tedious sewing, and I have nothing to put on. Because it has to be in English, you know, so it can't be anime. I would prefer for it to be something kind of interesting or uplifting or inspiring or whatever. I don't know. I have watched that Adam Savage makes his own puppet video, which I think is 45 minutes long. I've watched it at least 8 times. Sometimes I watch it and then I just watch it again. That's happened more than once. Weekly Lua of All Trades stream where you spin a big wheel full of one-off weird projects. We could do that. We could absolutely do that. Let's do that. That's a good idea, Grolix. We should do that. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I like that idea. We have to spin the wheel before, unless you want to spend like 10 minutes of me not at the camera because I'm running around in my house grabbing all the materials. But yeah, that's totally doable, actually. I have a very long list of streams that I want to do that are just like random. I want to do a jigsaw puzzle stream. I've been watching this one jigsaw puzzle YouTuber. And I want to do a jigsaw puzzle stream. So that's going to be on there even though it's technically not a craft. I don't care. I even bought a jigsaw puzzle for it. Unfortunately, so the jigsaw puzzle YouTuber I watch, she's obsessed with gradient puzzles. Stream of filling up the wheel with 80 different ideas. Also a good idea. We're going to do that. Next week after Puppet Arc ends, let's do it. We're gonna do a stream where we fill up the wheel. Okay? Or maybe we'll just, I don't know. The problem is there's not many Muppet related streams left. I'm not gonna stream sewing anymore. The next time you see 4D Muppet Lua, it's gonna be her debut. And also, the only stream left really is, I guess there's some streams with the live studio Muppet template that I made. I need to rig that and stuff, so I guess that's what next week is gonna be. Okay. Okay. The spin could be at the end of each stream and it takes effect next stream. That's a perfect idea, Grolix. What the heck? All these good ideas today. See, this is the kind of community I like to cultivate. People who got the I'm doing the tapping on the head thing. People who have people who have good ideas. They got their noggin running. I need your noggins running at all times. But yeah, we'll do Muppet Lua debut next week, and then I guess the next stream will be that. That's a great idea. Fantastic. Lua and Farah. Farah Muppet. That sounds like so much work. Lua Muppet was already so much work. And she's not even done yet. But I do kind of like the idea of me and Farah co-operating Muppet Lua. Muppet Lua inhabiting both of our bodies. Sounds like fun. Oh, what just happened there? Oh, I don't have nails! Ugh, 1 second. You didn't bring your thinking cap today. You didn't do your homework of bringing your brain and all your brain cells at overdrive. Overdrive brain cells. Sorry. The Beppis is coming back. Okay. Some of my friends have been giving me crap for the way that I burp. You just heard my burp. That's my burp. My burp is like a merp sound because my natural burp doesn't make any sound. It's just a release of air. It's like, and I just felt very weird. Like, it felt very strange. Just like just releasing air. Yeah, I kind of like honk. It's gotten more honk-like. It wasn't originally like a honk. It was more like a bap. Like it's just a meep. But so like, I don't know, somewhere between consciously and unconsciously decided that it should make a sound. So it's just like the sound that comes through my vocal cords, I guess. And it ends up being that sound. It is strange, I will give it to you, but like, they give me crap for it like it's a choice, and it wasn't really fully a choice. It was perhaps a choice at one point. It is no longer a choice anymore. And this is part of a larger issue I have, where I have a lot of like tics. Like, you know, like people with Tourette's have tics. I don't think I have Tourette's. I'm not gonna sit here and diagnose myself with Tourette's, but like, I do have some tics. And that's one of them. And the other one that is actually a real problem is, you know, when you get the shivers, like, you know, your whole body shakes, right? When that happens for me, immediately after the shivers, I crank my head very violently to the left. And it's actually gotten to the point where I'm very certain I'm gonna hurt myself. And I have zero control over it. And it's been bothering me a lot. And I don't know what to do about it. And I've many times in my life had these like weird tics. Like, one that I had for a really long time was if I hiccuped or burped, I would just like say it afterwards. Like, burp, burp. Like I would burp and then I just say the word burp. And then another one that I had was also similar to was related to my burps. Was it my burps? Or, I don't know. I had this other one that I can't even remember now, but it was like low-key embarrassing and I had to like really do a lot of work to force myself to stop doing it. But I think if I remember correctly, I like picked it up from Canon, the anime. But anyways, I feel like it's been getting worse. I feel like maybe I've had this problem my whole life, but I feel like particularly in the last 2 years, it's gotten so much worse. And I actually hurt myself doing that example, head crank just a minute ago, and that's exactly my point. I'm just like so close to just like seriously hurting myself. Deep burp lore. It's not as fun or cute as Ame's hick, huh? But there you go. Every time I burp, now you guys can go honk in the chat. Shuba Shuba. Oh my god, I watched that clip of Xander, you know, Kiara's fan that's also a baby. A baby child. And in the clip, there's like a duck, right? And the dad gives the baby back to the duck. And I swear, someone in the background that's not the dad, I assume the wife, says Shuba Shuba. And I wanted to comment, is that you or your wife who's saying Shuba Shuba? Because if your wife is saying Shuba Shuba, what a fantastic relationship they have. Because whenever I see like a kid, like a parent who's like trying to get their kid obsessed with something, or like, you know, something like that, I always wonder if the other parent like doesn't care about that thing. So if the wife is also in the Hololive, that's so cute. There is no default clown horn. That's a very clown horn. You can do a clown and then a horn. That makes sense. Clown emoji, horn emoji. Oh man. This is the really tedious part, is these little tiny beans. I don't wanna. Okay. But yeah, TBH, there's gonna be probably even less streams next week than there was this week. And they're probably gonna mostly be on Twitch, I think. Because it's gonna be the rigging the Muppet template that I made the other day. Bike horn. There's a black, I don't know what platform you're on, but I know on iPhone there's like a black horn that looks like a bike horn. For sure. I think. I swear. Maybe not. I don't know. I have bad memory. Honk honk. I've always wanted a bike that has like a horn or a bell on it. I guess my bike did have a bell on it when I was a kid. But I want a horn. Honk honk. Honk honk. Having hands is a dangerous thing. Oh no. Oh no. I'm very much a person who talks with their hands. So I love these streams because I feel like it could be so much more emotive. Ooh. Did you guys see that that tweet? I saw it because one of my coworkers is Italian, and he retweeted this tweet from the recent football game where it's like the Italian team, and it's just like panning across the Italian team, and it's the caption said like, don't try to perpetuate the stereotype that Italians talk with their hands. And it's all these Italian men, and they're like talking with their, like you can tell what they're talking about just by looking at their hands. It was just funny. What separates my YouTube and Twitch streams? My Twitch streams are for streams where I like cannot focus on talking as much. So that is streams where I want to get work done, streams where I want to exercise, streams where I just don't have the brain power, the brain power to properly. I hate that YouTube thinks that messages that are all emojis are problematic. So yeah, that's what Twitch streams are for. Or streams that I think will be very long. It's probably not a good idea at all, in the least, to stream on both YouTube and Twitch and not just focus on a single platform. But I just, you know, I don't know. This is just the way I want to do it. I'm fine with that. So, like, Twitch streams are more, like, stuff where I don't really want this to be archived forever. That kind of thing. This doesn't need to be archived forever. No one needs to watch this after it's occurred. I mean, I keep the archives up, except for unarchived singing streams. By the way, I've done karaoke streams on my Twitch a few times now. So if you've missed them, I'm sorry. You've missed my 2 karaoke streams for the year, basically. I might do one for, I don't know, some sort of special occasion, but... Boop, boop, boop. So I did one just a few weeks ago for my testing my karaoke concert overlay, which is coming out tomorrow over my dead body. I mean, trying to say, it is coming out tomorrow. I was afraid of her having unlimited access to her Beat Saber VODs. Well, Beat Saber, oh, copyright issues too. Copyright issue streams go on Twitch. I know Twitch mutes them, but like, I'm not gonna get a copyright strike, quite frankly. People are so afraid of copyright strikes on Twitch, but I really don't care. So those go on Twitch. So yeah, I do a lot of Beat Saber streams on Twitch, although not particularly recently. I need to get back on that. God, there's so many little threads. Get off my hand. I need to do more exercise streams. Like, very, very much. Very bad. Very much bad. I need to exercise more. Maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do some live CD streams. We'll do some Beat Saber streams. Yeah, that sounds good. And then we'll cap the week off with that fun stream where we come up with all kinds of ideas. That'll be on a week from today. Come on, please. Please, pretty please, thread the needle. Thank you. Okay. Bloop. Oh, dance practice. Yeah, we need to do more dance practice streams too. Yeah, let's do it. Not next week. I don't have it in me. The week after. If you go on a channel called K-pop SF, K-pop-up SF, it's this fantastic little organization who live streams these K-pop dance classes. And basically, what I do is I turn it on and we all learn it. I'm like 3D and we all learn the dance on Twitch together. It's a lot of fun, actually. And it's great exercise. The only one we've done so far, which was quite a long time ago, was this K-pop song called Mago by G-Friend, who just disbanded, by the way, which I'm bummed about. I really like G-Friend, but anyways. I hopefully they go on. They were all really popular, so I'm sure they'll go on and have solo careers. K-pop, I mean, it's like kind of like a graduation, but K-pop graduations, I guess I'll say, disbandments, are so much sadder than like J-pop, idol, whatever graduations, because K-pop disbandments are always a bad thing. Like, it's always, oh, they were all getting abused and not being paid, and the company wasn't supporting them, so they decided to not renew their contract and stuff like that. And so there's no fanfare because they just like don't renew their contract. As opposed to like Kaicho's graduation, which is like, well, you know, she liked what she was doing. She has a good relationship with the people. It's just a difference in direction. I had the, oh, that's right, you're right. Even when we did that last dance when I was still Miku, huh? I forgot about that. Yeah. Also, it only just occurred to me like this morning for some reason. I don't know why this only just occurred to me, but it's actually pretty easy for me to put new outfits on my like temporary 3D form. So I don't know, maybe I'll just like find some cute outfits and we'll do another dance practice stream. But yeah, I need to figure out the song is the problem. Maybe we'll go back and we'll do a Luna song, because I really like Luna. And Luna's evergreen. So maybe we'll go back and we'll learn a Luna dance. I wonder if K-pop SF has ever done one of my favorite songs of all time is this song called Heart Attack by Chu. Let's see. 1 second. Chu. So maybe we should learn that. I love that song. Anyways. Bloop. Fitness 3D Lua. Yes, yes, yes. So many fun streams. Endlessly fun. Endless number of... Oh. Let me tell you guys another stream idea that I have that I need to do soon. I have to do soon if I want to do it. I want to do a 12-hour stream where we are all at summer camp. No worries. I welcome and enjoy the presence of lurkers. But hello, Moxie. Boop. So, I want to do a 12-hour stream where we all are at summer camp. So, I'm going to make a whole itinerary. I'm going to have all these crafts for us to do. We're going to do, like, lanyards. We're going to sing songs. We're going to make s'mores. We're going to do barbecue. I think it's going to be so much fun. So maybe we'll do that to end the summer. We'll do a 12-hour camp stream, summer camp stream. I'm gonna try to play a musical. I don't know. I can't play the guitar. I wish I had a guitar. Maybe I would try to learn it, but I don't even have a guitar to learn. Maybe I could strum my violin. But I feel like you need a guitar for those things. Now here's Wonderwall. But yeah, anyways, people keep doing subathons, and so I made a joke, like, I'm gonna do a subathon, but you're not allowed to give me money, you have to send me, like, crafts. And then I was like, wait, but, like, that sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, I want to do, like, a summer camp stream. I went to summer camp a lot as a kid. I went to a lot of summer camps, because I was in the Girl Scouts. But also unrelated to Girl Scouts, I think. Because I'm an only child, and it's somewhere for my parents to put me so I can have some fun, I guess. So I am well equipped. I am well equipped to put on a summer camp for 12 hours. 1 hour of being, 1 hour block of getting owned by fish hooks while trying to fish. We should do Minecraft fishing, or maybe I can find some other fishing game or something. But yeah, I'll put fishing as a good idea. I always really like boating, archery. Love archery. Love a camp that has archery. What are some other? I mean, singing a must. We'll eat some freezer pops, you know, those long popsicles in the tube. Absolute must. We'll get stung by a bee. We'll almost drown in the camp pool. We'll get some poison ivy. Yeah. Just all the summer experiences. Heat stroke. One of the campers crying until their mom comes and picks them up. Ooh, homemade. I went to one camp that had homemade candles, and I didn't even get to do it, and I was so mad. Keep almost cutting through my glove. Here we go. Yeah, yes. I think some places call them otter pops. Otter pops, freezer pops. Ice pops. I don't know why there's so many different names for them. But, yeah. Homemade candles might be fun, actually. Tie-dye. We're gonna tie-dye. I have a lot of dye. We're gonna tie-dye. But yes, 12-hour summer camp stream. Blast from the past. I love s'mores. I love s'mores. It makes me so upset that so many people have never had s'mores before. Like, that just bums me out. Really does. I'm gonna have to figure out how to create a fire at my desk, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Actually, speaking of Otter Pops being a blast from the past, one of my coworkers was like, because obviously it's been really hot because we're in the middle of summer, so my coworkers was like, yeah, I went and bought a bunch of freezer pops, and so like their whole freezer is apparently just the ice pops, which honestly, goals. That's gonna be me in preparation for this summer camp stream. I'm not gonna eat any food except for freezer pops. Okay. We're gonna write letters to our parents about all the things that we're doing at summer camp. But you don't even actually send the letter. You just like take it home with you because the summer camp's only like 3 days. I even went to do we have you are totally right. Farrah should come. Farrah would be down for this. Farrah, it's hard to convince Farrah to make time because she's a very busy gal. She's a very busy ferret. But I think she will make time for this. That'd be a lot of fun. Farrah's the camp counselor thinks there's in all honesty, Farrah would be the camp counselor who's just very quiet and has no idea what to do and is very nervous about having to take care of kids. You know, they made me a camp counselor when I was like a freshman in high school. Why would they do that? I was too young to be a camp counselor. Hello! Welcome. I'm glad you could join us. We're talking about summer camps because I'm going to do a 12-hour summer camp stream at some point. Maybe at the end of July. Ooh, actually, if we did it at the end of July, I have this friend who's very, very, very into summer camps. Like she's just that kind of person. The kind of person who's born to like, you know, babysit kids. Maybe she could make a cameo. Maybe because she's staying with me at the end of July. Maybe me, Farrah, and her will all do it together. That kind of sounds like a lot of fun. My hiccups sound normal. My burps are weird. Although people have told me that my hiccups sound fake, and I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell them because that's a genuine bodily reaction. It's just what my hiccup sounds like. Sorry. Also, people have told me that my sneezes sound fake, but that's also just genuinely what my sneezes sound like. Where I go, achoo. Is she a VTuber? She's not a VTuber. Although, to be honest, I've offered to make her a VTuber avatar because she's making these, like, math tutorials for kids. And I was like, hey, do you want me to, like, make you, like, a cute little avatar? And she's like, no. But maybe I'll just make her, like, a little temporary one. Because obviously I've gotten very fast at making VTuber avatars at this point. So, maybe I'll just make her a little one. What animal should she be? I guess I should ask her that. I'll figure out an animal that she is. Okay. Let's get some new thread on here. How does a weird burp sound like? I go, I make like a sound. I make a honk. I don't know. Everyone, I don't know. Everyone else try to make her a Muppet. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe we should all be Muppets. Except I'm not making Farrah a Muppet avatar. That is effort. She can do it herself. Well, I have to make some avatars as some Muppet avatars as like examples. So maybe I'll just give her one of those. I'm gonna make a Miku one. What's a good summer camp animal? A beaver? A beaver is a good summer camp animal. A bear? A little teddy bear would be really cute. What else? I don't know. I guess those are kind of it. I guess like big cats. Kind of common. Oh. There's something that my summer camp used to do that I really want to do, but I'm thinking about it and I'm not totally sure if it's something that all summer camps did. So now I'm going to Google it because I don't want to dox myself. Okay. Oh, my phone just died. Why did it have to be in that position? Why did it have to be in that derpy position? Well, that's unfortunate. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, anyways. Oh, squirrels. Squirrels are great. That's a good idea, too. Anyways, I guess we're just temporarily gonna... Oh, chat. Oh. This is who I am now. A motionless, lifeless Muppet that's hanging on the wall. So anyways, okay, I'm looking it up. It does seem... No, wait. How common is this? How common is this? Okay, it's pretty common. Okay, so I was gonna say, you can still see me, so it is fine. There's still stuff happening. I guess it's a Girl Scout camp specifically thing. Where at some point during the week, because it's a week-long camp, everyone makes swaps. Every single person makes a swap that is, like, unique to them. And it's a backronym, meaning that they took the word swap and made it into an acronym and then applied words to each of the letters. Like, I've heard different ones, like something, was it, like, nonsense stuff. But the point is it's just like a little keychain badge kind of thing. And then you go around camp on the very last day and you trade it with everyone. And you try to get everyone's swaps. And it's very, very, very cute. And it can be literally anything. It's just like a little something. So maybe we should make swaps. Loved making swaps. As a camp counselor, you would, because I think swaps were usually like a per group thing. Like, so, like, all the girls were in little groups. But I was a camp counselor, and as a camp counselor, you make swaps that are specific to you and your camp counselor name, which, is this common? No, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I really don't know how common that is. But yeah, so you'd make swaps that were, like, unique to you. And that was so much fun, and all the girls that you interacted with would try to get your swap, and oh my god, it's just so cute. And I've kept I keep my, every year you had like a little name badge, and you put all your swaps on your name badge, and I still have all my name badges, and they're hanging along with, right above me, up here, along with all of my anime convention badges, with all the swaps on them. Anyways. Oh, good times, good times. Also bad times. Like I said, why did they put me, a 14-year-old girl, in charge of a group of 10 5-year-olds? In charge. There's supposed to be an adult in charge normally, like an actual adult. I have no idea why they put me in charge. I assume it's because they were like, well, she's been going for like, you know, we don't have enough people. I think it was mostly because they didn't have people, but like, they didn't have enough adults. So ridiculous. We had counselor names here. Ours were all characters. Did I say that we had counselor names? Okay, so counselor names are a normal thing. Yeah, anyways, you Yeah, I had my counselor name, and so we made swaps based on our counselor names. That's what I almost didn't want to say. Okay, so it's pretty normal. And the girls would try to guess our real names. It's kind of like VTubing. You have to pay as an adult? I mean, not if you're a volunteer as a like, I mean, you know, you have to pay to go to a camp, but this is a situation where it was a kids camp and there were volunteers who were in charge of the kids. And so I, as a 14-year-old, was like, oh yeah, it's finally time for me to like be a camp counselor. And so I like signed up to volunteer as a camp counselor, and they're like, here you go, Lua. Here's the group that you're in charge of. And I was like, what do you mean the group I'm in charge of? This is not correct. And then the year after that, you know what the craziest, I swear to God, they must have had the wrong age on file for me because it's absolutely ridiculous. The next year, they put me as assistant director, which, by the way, is a position that you usually get if you're going to be director next year. Director of the camp. As a 16-year-old, I was assistant director of the camp. I think they messed up there. I still don't understand what the heck they were thinking. I really don't. I really don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense. I liked being assistant director though, because as assistant director, I didn't have a group of kids I had to watch over. It's not paid. Yeah, none of it was paid. It was all volunteer. I actually don't even think... I don't think the director was paid either, because Girl Scouts is a not-for-profit volunteer organization. I think I might be wrong about that. I might be completely wrong about that. But yeah, I don't think the director was paid either. Maybe they were, but definitely not enough. I mean, it's like, you know, it's a summer camp. It only runs for like a month of the year. Anyways. Yeah, I still, that's still weird. But anyways, as assistant director, instead of being in charge of a group of girls, which sucked, I hated that. Because you have to manage feelings and, you know, schedules and all this stuff. Instead, I was in charge of like one of the activities that the groups came over for. And so one of the activities I was in charge of quite a few of them actually, but one of them was how to start a fire, how to make a fire from scratch. Bye, Grawlix. Unfortunately, everyone's phone is dying now. So yeah, one of the activities I was in charge of was how to make a fire from scratch. And basically, there's this thing, if you're a camp kid, you might probably know about this. It's a very common concept. There's a concept called the one match club, which means that you started a fire using only one match. Because frequently what happens is you try to start the fire and like the match goes out, the kindling doesn't light, whatever. And so I became a member of the one match club because I ran this activity, 12 times in a row. I became a member of the one match club like 10 times over, and I got very, very, very good at starting fires. I don't think I have any of that skill anymore, but I did at one point. Definitely earned my fire starter badge. Oh my god. I should bring my Girl Scout badge. Or vest. I'll block out all the identifying information and I'll bring my... Ooh, there's a lot of it though. I'll try to figure it out. Muppet Lua is cursing everyone's phone. Everyone knows that Muppet Lua being on the screen requires 4 times the amount of energy for the phone to run. That's how powerful she is. It's because she's sucking your soul out through the phone. It takes a lot of power to get that soul through the internet network. Anyways, we finished this. Doesn't look good. Actually, I need to do a little bit of trimming with these tiny little scissors here. There we go. Perfect. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look completely seamless? It's fantastic. They stopped doing that in my troop after some kids found the kerosene? Oh, jeez. Oh, cheese and crackers. Okay. So now... let's rethread it, because I actually need even more thread than this. Also, as assistant director, I was allowed to give kids as many freezer pops as I wanted. That was a good summer. We had this freezer pop refrigerator that was like outside, and anytime any group walked past it, ooh, hiccup, they all got freezer pops. Assuming it was a hot day, which it always was. Okay, how long have I been streaming? Oh, an hour? Okay, we can keep going. Let's do a little more cleanup work. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Who's a good thread? Who's a good... Yes, you're a good thread. Yes. Good thread. I made this one way too long. Way too long. It's getting all over me. You guys know that's what my actual legitimate scream sounds like? Like when I go on roller coasters and I'm actually afraid that I'm gonna die. I scream like, I don't know why I do that. I don't know why my body's so weird. Like, that's strange. I'm like on a roller coaster, we're all screaming, and you hear from behind you, ooh, like a freaking Muppet. Like an actual Muppet. Maybe I... Was I a Muppet all along? I need you guys to tell me if I was a Muppet this whole time. Oh, jeez. I'm sure it's some... I don't know. I feel like it's just like my vocal cords tensioning up or something. I don't know. Oh no, my beeswax thing is breaking apart. Oh, jeez. Whoa, why did it do that? You finally remembered your past. Oh my god. Me and Farah. We both did this. I'm throwing her under the bus with me. Me and Farah. We had this friend. And we messed with her. We all did this as a group, like a big group. We all did this. We all messed with her by just turning to her and being like, it's a good name. Riley. Okay, let's say her name's Riley. We just all turn to her and we go, Riley, please wake up, Riley. Riley, we miss you so much. Please wake up. You've been in a coma for 5 years. Riley, we miss you. Riley, please. And we would just go like that. We would all start to for like 5 minutes. And every once in a while we would try to turn it on each other too. Because there's like a Tumblr creepypasta like that, right? So we were copying that. Okay, we're gonna be sewing this. Oh, this is actually really hard to do because this thing has little legs in the way, but we're gonna be folding this over. Where's my pins? Here we go. Folding this over. Homies gaslight homie. This is before that was a word, a commonly used word. Actually, we did bring it up recently because we're actually going to be seeing her soon. That friend who we haven't seen in a very long time. And I think I said to Farah, I was like, huh, that was gaslighting, huh? And she was like, oh god, it was, wasn't it? do it at the most random times, too. Totally. Just to catch her off guard. Oh my god. Good times for us. Oh, this is hard to... Let me see if I can, like, fold this out. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is gonna be so much easier now. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So... Just gonna bring this around town. Just gonna bring it around town and stop. Stop. And 3 takes. 1, 2, 3. And pelvic thrust. Woo! I don't know the whole thing. Just gonna whip stitch it down. Oh no! Oh no. Oh no! Okay. We're gonna have to do a surgery. Ow! Sorry, just kidding. Okay. Let's try not to do that again. These gloves can only take so much. And I only have 60 of them. I bought a big pack of white gloves. I actually couldn't even find the ones that I've been using for streams thus far, and so I just took out another pair. Okay, let's get these pins out of here. Ugh. Having this big floppy leg around makes everything a little bit harder. That's what she said. Sorry. Okay, whip stitch her down. Just a nice, real quick, wide whip stitch. And just like before, I'm not actually going all the way through the fabric. I'm just sort of picking it up so that when we turn it right side up, you won't be able to see any of the stitches. And when we do it on the other boot, it's going to be a lot easier because I won't have to do this whole flippy aroundy wordy thing because it won't be attached yet. Bloop. What are some other things I can do? I've done origami. Oh, I guess we could put balloon animals on the wheel. I'm just thinking about things we could put on that craft wheel. What should we call the wheel? What should we call the wheel? We need a word for the wheel. I guess we'll come up with that during the stream too. Oh boy. Anyway, start brainstorming crafts that don't require big machinery. That's your homework for next week. Start looking up crafts. Crochet, macrame, sewing. Quilting would be a hard one because I'd have to bring my sewing machine in here and I don't really feel like setting up for a sewing stream, but I could do it. I could be convinced. So many options, so many macaroni art. There you go, that's one. Paper craft, but what kind of paper craft? There's so many kinds. Origami. Or, there's that one where you just, like, cut them all, like, if you go on Etsy and you search Hololive, one of the top results is a pattern, or a kit, I'm not really sure, of a Gouda paper craft. So something like that. Maybe I can get that one. There's an idea. I've got a lot of, I have a lot of foam clay. Because there's like this trend on Chinese, what's it called? Bilibili. There's a trend on Bilibili, or there was at least, of sculptors who make anime figures using foam clay. And foam clay is literally clay made for small children. Electric circuit board kits? Oh boy. Okay, actually, when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys remember this or have heard of this, but there was this thing you could get. It was for kids. and it was this big set, and it was literally a circuit board kit, except that it was like snap, and it was like totally safe. So you like snap the pieces together. Maybe I should buy that. I don't know. That was fun. Because honestly, that's the extent of my circuit board. I actually have a soldering iron. I can do that stuff, but I just don't know I don't know how to make, I don't know what's correct. I don't know any of the engineering or math behind making a correct circuit board. Like a correct circuit. Like I could probably maybe light up an LED. Maybe. That's being generous, to be honest. I bet there's, wait, I feel like there must be web apps for this exact thing. Like designing little kits, like designing little LED kind of things. There must be. Because I can program an Arduino. But I just am really bad at all the other stuff. But I have a lot of that stuff because I was going to do this very cool light up Halloween costume, but I just never ended up doing it. I actually ended up just giving away the prop that was supposed to light up. One of my coworkers' children. Okay, we're almost done. This boot is almost completely finished. Ah! Maybe I should get boba after this. Boba sounds really good. I should get strawberry milk with boba in it because I can't actually drink tea because I have a caffeine sensitivity. More Lua lore. So much Lua lore in this stream. This is a good Lua lore stream. All kinds of Girl Scout camps. And ailments. Okay, we're done! Let's just tie off the knot. This means that we have one leg completely finished. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping that by the end of today, I'll have the head completely finished because actually I'm waiting for a steamer in the mail. Because I'm using a synthetic wig, you just take a steamer, shoot the steamer at it, and while it's in curlers and stuff, and hopefully the curling stays. Fingers crossed. But my steamer is really bad, especially for this kind of thing. So I bought a new steamer that's supposed to be coming today. First leg of the Lua Lucky Wiki. There we go. That looks so much better. Yes. Do need a little Lucky Wiki, don't we? I think about that a lot. Someone make a page for me on one of those virtual YouTuber wikis. Actually, I was playing Mudai. Because I'm obsessed with Mudai, which if you don't know what that is a... it's literally a YouTuber, or oh my god. It's a Discord bot that's like a game where you gacha roll. It's free. But you got your role for characters from real life or whatever. Full Wikipedia page? I don't know about that. And they had like small-ish independent VTubers on there. And I was like, when am I gonna get my own Mudai entry? I'll wishlist myself. We gotta all wishlist myself. So that I get a good claim rank. And I'm powerful. So anyways, it's this anyway. You roll for the characters, and you like add them to your harem, and once they're in your harem, you get like power crystals. It's kind of complicated. You get like power crystals, and then you can fight them, and you can use the power crystals for all kinds of things. And anyways, I've been fully addicted to this, and it's like per server, mostly. So me and my friends, we've gotten really addicted to this. And I have all the Hololive EN girls on my wish list. They're super, super powerful on Mudai. But yes, you have my full permission to put me in any sort of weird wiki or game or whatever. Anyways, I think we're done here. Look at that. That's clean. That's get a load of that. That's professional quality right there. You've never seen a Muppet boot so good. Guarantee it. Damn. I mean, look at that. Put that Kiara meme over this. Simply exquisite. There is yes, there is an VTuber wiki. Go ahead and throw me on there. I know there's VTUBE, which there was some sort of controversy over. I'm not really entirely sure, but anyways, as far as I'm aware, I'm not on any sort of wiki. Tap dance. Ooh, let's get the other leg in here. Hey, did you just kick me? No, I mean, I know you just kicked. I was an accident. Oh my. Oh God. Sorry to say there were no survivors. Anyways, thank you all for coming to this fantastic stream. I had a wonderful time. And you know what's gonna happen after this? I'm gonna turn off the stream and I'm gonna go continue sewing Muppets. There's just some work that I need my sewing machine and stuff to do. That's the motion for using a sewing machine. You push it under the foot. I mean, it's like also pulling itself, but you also push it under the foot. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Yeah. Is there fun streams happening tonight? There's some fun Hololive streams happening tonight. Hope you guys have a great time, and I hope you guys have a relaxing weekend, fulfilling weekend. I hope you go out and learn something new, do something creative, be nice to someone you don't know, get a treat you like, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Sorry, my phone's bad. Bye-bye.